For decades, an American man carried a quiet wound inside him, the memory of being left behind at a dusty crossroads in central Vietnam, waiting for a mother he believed would never return. And for decades, an elderly Vietnamese woman carried a single photograph in her pocket, whispering her son's name into the silence, praying he was still alive somewhere in the world. They lived many years apart, separated by war, poverty, and misunderstanding, until one video, one memory, and one trembling voice finally brought them back together. The boy who lost contact. In early August of 2025, viewers on the Tuan Vy Connecting Love channel met a man who did not look Vietnamese at first glance. His features were unmistakably Western. His Vietnamese, however, flowed effortlessly, soft, fluent, and filled with emotion. His name was Kevin, or at least that was the only name he had ever known. "I don't have a Vietnamese name," he said quietly. "Only an American one. I took the surname Zhao, so I'm Kevin Zhao. I don't even know exactly what year I was born, probably around 1972. Kevin explained that he was of mixed heritage, an Amerasian child born during a time when such children often grew up carrying both visible difference and invisible pain. His childhood memories were fragmented, blurred by time and hardship, but certain images remained painfully clear. He remembered living in a large house with many pomelo trees, their fruit heavy and fragrant in the yard. He remembered a woman taking him into the mountains to herd buffalo, a task he refused, frightened and stubborn. He remembered being brought to Dio Tree Crossroads near Coi Non and then losing contact with the woman who had brought him there. What Kevin could not remember was the most important thing of all, whether that woman was his biological mother or someone else. That uncertainty became a wound he carried throughout his life. For a period of time, he remained around Dio Tree Station, surviving as a child without family support in a country still healing from war. Eventually, he met a man named Tai, who was returning from Saigon after studying for his baccalaureate. Seeing the boy alone, Tai offered to take him home. "My family has many brothers and sisters," the man told him. "You can stay with us. You'll herd cattle. Is that okay?" Kevin followed him. That decision changed the course of his life. He lived for years at the home of a man named Hoa, herding cattle and later learning how to make batteries, a trade that allowed him to survive. But stability never truly came. Kevin later recalled being beaten, displaced, and moved from place to place. During the wave of emigration that brought many Amerasian children to the United States, Kevin eventually left Vietnam. He arrived in America with no address, no family name, and no clear way to trace his past. "If I calculate it," he said, "I'm about 53 now. I still remember Mr. Tai. I still remember Mr. Hoa. I remember where I learned my trade. But the woman who brought me to Dio Tree, I don't remember her face anymore." There was sadness in his voice. There was resentment, too. But beneath it all, a longing that had never disappeared. Kevin had taken a DNA test in the U.S., confirming his mixed heritage, but he knew nothing about his father. His only hope was his mother. So he went online. He offered a reward. He planned to send DNA samples to Vietnam. He told his story to strangers, hoping someone, anyone, might recognize the fragments of his past. Unbeknownst to him, someone had been waiting for that moment for many years. The mother who never stopped searching. Less than a day after Kevin's story was published, an elderly woman with a central Vietnamese accent asked her child to contact the program. She was 80 years old, and she believed the man on the screen was her son. When her youngest child showed her the video, she stared at Kevin's face in silence. His eyes, his mouth, the shape of his cheeks. In that moment, time collapsed. The grown man on the screen became the little boy she once held in her arms. "I am his biological mother," she said through tears. Her story began in 1971, when she met an American man newly arrived in Vietnam. Their relationship was brief, fragile, and shaped by the uncertainty of war. A year later, she gave birth in Nha Trang to a baby boy she named Khan, also called Teo. He was a beautiful child, chubby, fair-skinned, with big round eyes. She took many photographs, but in the chaos of the years that followed, almost all were lost. Only one remained, Khan wearing a simple shirt. She had kept it close to her heart for decades, even writing on the back, Teo, Khan, lost contact with his family in 1981 at Dio Tree Station, Coi Non City. After the war, life was brutally hard. In 1976, she gave birth to Khan's younger sister. She traded rice, worked tirelessly, and often brought her children with her just to survive. Then, in 1981, everything changed. "I left you with your aunt so I could work in Quy Nhon," she explained, her voice shaking. "5 days later, when I came back, you were gone." Her sister-in-law's house was near Dio Tree Station. When she returned and asked where her son was, the answer shattered her world. "He went somewhere, I don't know." For months, she searched relentlessly. She traveled to Gia Lat, Nha Trang, Gia Lai, Kon Tum, anywhere someone claimed to have seen an Amerasian boy around 8 or 9 years old. Every rumor reignited hope. Every disappointment broke her heart anew. "I didn't stop looking," she cried. "I searched for him my whole life." When she watched Kevin's video, the memories aligned with painful precision. Dio Tree Station, a house with pomelo and coconut trees, a boy selling drinks. One final detail returned to her mind: a scar on her son's left wrist, shaped like a wristwatch, from a childhood accident with a motorbike exhaust. She waited anxiously to speak with Kevin, counting the hours across the time difference, praying he would answer. And when he finally did, the truth began to surface. The moment everything came together. When Kevin mentioned believing that his mother had chosen not to return, the woman on the screen broke down immediately. No, she cried. "I didn't leave you that way. I went to work. I came back. You were gone." Her younger daughter, Kevin's sister, joined the call, tears streaming down her face. "Do you remember selling iced tea?" she asked. "You and I sold together. Mom went to work for 5 days, and when she came back, you were gone." The memories unlocked something inside Kevin. He remembered selling drinks at Dio Tree Station. He remembered waiting, day after day, for his mother to return. When she didn't, he ran away, believing she had chosen not to come back. Slowly, the misunderstanding dissolved. What Kevin had believed for many years was, in reality, a tragedy shaped by poverty, confusion, and circumstance. When Kevin mentioned once having a faint wristwatch-shaped scar, the final piece fell into place. By then, there was little doubt left. As the conversation continued, Kevin shared his present life. He was married to a Vietnamese woman from Dong Thap. They had 2-year-old twins, a boy and a girl. He was stable, loved. Then came another revelation. Kevin had taken a DNA test in the US and discovered he had a biological sister living in California, Ngoc An. She too had left Vietnam as a child and never knew her mother. The elderly woman wept again. "She is your sister," she confirmed. "I sent her to an orphanage in Quy Nhon. You studied with the nuns there too," Kevin remembered. A family found again. Some reunions are loud, filled with embraces and tears. Others happen quietly, through screens, through voices trembling with disbelief, through memories finally allowed to rest. For decades, Kevin lived believing his mother had chosen not to return. And for decades, a Vietnamese mother lived believing she had lost her child forever. The truth was far more painful and far more human. They were not separated by choice, but by circumstance. Not by lack of love, but by a moment in time that spiraled beyond control. Now they move forward, not trying to reclaim lost time, but grateful for the time that remains. Plans are being made, journeys imagined. Another reunion awaits, this time in person. Sometimes, family is not erased by distance, nor destroyed by silence. Sometimes it simply waits, quietly, painfully, faithfully, for the moment it can finally return.